Hey, you guys, how's everyone doing? Hopefully, everyone can hear me. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Yeah, we are looking at scammers, influencers. I was wondering about this a little bit, and I want to give people some time to get here a little bit because this is not going to be a very long live at all. But I was looking into some stuff over the weekend about this particular influencer by the name of Amanda Bucci. Okay. And I think I'm pretty sure that is how you say her name, Amanda Bucci, Bucci. I think it's Bucci. That's how she says it. Um, so wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about this influencer, okay? And I had this thought about, well, what the hell is an influencer? I really don't know what an influencer is. And then I realized, I'm like, well, I guess it's anybody that has a platform or a following. A lot of YouTube channels can be influencers, right? And we may not necessarily know it. But this particular one really kind of got to me because there's not a lot of information out there about Amanda Bucci other than her YouTube channel, um, here and there reviews of what she offers and what she does lifestyle wise. And so I said, let's talk about Amanda a little bit, out of concern, of course. All right. Yes, we're getting in here. I'm just waiting a little bit for the notifications to get here. Shout out to our members. We got the plainest Jane in the house, Koya, Universal Tea with Marie, Valerie, Cecile Walt. Do the Right Thing is here. Shout out to you. DK is in the house as well. Tanya and the Salt and is it Salt Peppa Natural? How are you doing? Shout out to you and welcome to our channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, unlike, whatever you want to do. But whatever you do overall is just take some notes. Think about what's being said today. Because I was sitting here and I was really pondering over the weekend about this person. Shout out to Coco Renee, who's also our member, all of our members, and all the people just coming in. Shout out to you all. Wanted to do a quick little live, and I was explaining this earlier about this influencer. Okay. And wanted to understand if we were dealing with a pricey influencer or if we're dealing with the scammer. And when I was looking into this person, there's only about maybe two channels that had addressed her. One of those was, oh my God, what's the name? Obese to Beast, and then Radiant Brit was another one as well. Check them out. They had some other take about this influencer, but hmm, hmm, I'm going to show you guys some stuff, and you guys let me know what your guys' thoughts are about this. Okay, let's talk about Amanda Bucci. Shout out to Marie and all of our members that are coming in, making sure. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. You ate your candy, you had your drinks, you did your partying, you dressed up. My arm is a lot better, by the way, so I'm feeling a little bit better. Hopefully, that's the only side effect that we get because of that vaccine. Hopefully, hopefully. But let me share with you guys a little. Let me see if I want to start with this picture that I have right here. All right. So Amanda Bucci is a very young girl. Okay. Um, she was in nursing school, to tell you guys a little bit about her, and then decides, during nursing school, decides to do the coaching, the fitness. So she's like a fitness guru. That's kind of where she started from. She went from fitness on YouTube and then expanded to Instagram. She already had a following on Instagram, a lot of followers actually. And it kind of expanded from that. She was in school, she was waitressing, and then she started getting clients through Instagram and other people that wanted to know about her fitness regimen and stuff like that. So she has her own little channel and her own little platform and following, right? But then she ventured off over to more of not so much the fitness, but just the coaching and the motivational coaching. Okay. And so then when you start looking into her business ventures, that's when you start kind of, learning, well, okay, what is her format? What is her platform? Because as of recent, she's been criticized for her pricing. So I went onto her Facebook and pulled up her post, right? And her post was very telling to me. I said, all right, well, how much is it? What are her packages? What does it all entail? All right. And I'm going to show it to you guys. This is her posting. This was recent. She said that this week some of the prices of my high-end coaching packages found themselves circulating around the internet. And we had a little call out moment. If you followed me for a while, perhaps you You were here 4 years ago when the same thing happened when I left the fitness industry and entered the coaching space. At that time, I was a fresh baby business coach, teaching the things I knew from my own experience and putting in loads of extra effort, time, energy, and care to my clients so I could continue developing my skills. Since then, I've coached over 400 people across dozens of industries, niches, business sizes, and experience levels. I put in the work in the front of my community to show up in consideration, compassion, leadership, integrity, transparency, honesty, and continued providing high value content across my channels as it's a lifelong, ever evolving job. Hmm. But dimensions collide, and some new people who didn't know me found my work, taken out of context, to be ridiculous and laughable. Having been through this before, I took it to be an opportunity to show up for my community, you babes, as I felt how triggering and scary it must have been to observe me going through that, knowing how much you know me. Fear of visibility and being seen, the emotional dysregulation that may happen as a result, fear of being canceled, called out, character defamation, and inability to do anything about it. If you experience that, I'm so sorry. Here to support in my DMs if you need it. This goes to show how, at the end of the day, people who have not walked in your shoes, know your heart, don't live in the world you live in, will have opinions from outside looking in. You and other clients' inner circles are the only ones who truly know what a completely untrue projection, what may be mirroring back your own shadows, and therefore feedback helps. Thoughts? And so then this is just a screenshot, but you could check out her Facebook. She's got a bunch of like little sayings that she did over on her Twitter. All right. So I'm still trying to figure out what she's going to do about the high end pricing coaching and the feedback that she got. What does she provide? What is so high end? Okay. Now, if I'm going to look at this influencer and before I say you're ripping people off or you're a scammer, I want to see what those reviews look like. And surprisingly, there isn't a lot of reviews about her high end stuff. Okay. But here is someone that went to nursing school, graduated, took her nursing exam, failed the nursing exam, okay, because she decided it wasn't her passion, which is fine. Sometimes nursing is not for everyone. And then decides to do more of the fitness thing. She actually tripled her income, okay, which put her at like a six-figure salary at a very young age. And let me show you guys another picture that I have here. So I started thinking, I'm like, wow, well, she really like six figures? Six figures? Wow. So let me see if I could start right here. Not this one. Here we go. This was back in 2017. Okay, when her channel was more active. She said, "How I became a multiple six-figure earner by 23 years old." So at 23, um, this is where she tells her story about nursing and how she failed her nurse exam and then decides to venture over to being a fitness coach, right? Independent, had clients, things seem to be working out. And matter of fact, when you go to her YouTube channel, a lot of the videos are centered on her competitiveness, working out, eating, fitness, nothing, eating and breathing fitness. Okay. So she earned a six-figure salary at the age of 23. I mean, unless she shows me her taxes, I mean, if she's saying it, then I guess I'd have to take her word for it, right? Like what else are we going to do about this? Um, as of recent though, and this is more recent, right? So when you go in there and you're like, well, what's her recent video? She posted about a year ago. Okay. So she took like a 3 year trip at one point. She went from vacation vlogs, girls trip to Cabo, 3 years, and then back to YouTube a year ago. Okay. And then from there on out, kind of did the, the coaching. This right here, this entrepreneurial archetype. So I took that quiz and we're going to talk a little bit about this quiz that she is standing by and she invented, and it's supposed to be kind of like a 4-quadrant quiz to kind of help you where you want to go or what kind of a entrepreneur and influencer are you. I know, Valerie, I want a 3-year trip, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I mean, I don't want to, it's very hard to get to a 6-figure salary. At 23, it is very hard. Very, very hard. Okay. Not a lot of people get there. Okay. So I'm like, there's no hate there. However, what I found to be interesting was that in reviewing her stuff, I'm looking for reviews about her coaching and her material. We're going to her website. We're trying to figure out, well, where is it that I can actually say, is she just a pricey influencer or is she a scammer? Right? Are people getting what they want for their money when they're seeking motivational coaching from the girl? That's really what I want to know. And that's kind of where I'm coming from. So we found a clip from someone that gave her a review. But let me explain something to you guys. This review, and I'm not going to show the name or anything, but this was from 2018. This is the only influencing review that I found on Amanda's influencer stuff. Okay. The only one. And I'm like, well, nobody's done any kind of influence, like anybody's done any other, recommendations for this girl. Like, how? There's got to be at least, if you've helped at least 400 plus people, you mean to tell me that nobody's had an issue with it? Nobody, there's nothing? Come on. Come on. I don't know. That kind of worries me. And I raise my eyebrow on that one. But let's listen to this girl who had the experience in that class. And again, this isn't fair use commentary. And for educational purposes, we will be playing this clip.
Reviews and just like girl time. I don't know, we're sitting on the floor, we're hanging out, we're having ourselves a day. So I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video, I'm here today to give you guys a little review on a business course that I just finished, and maybe you know about it through social media or maybe you know nothing about it. So I'm gonna give you a little review on my thoughts about it. I have a lot to say about this course. So let's get right into it. So I am finishing up the Influencer Academy, and this is a business course for fitness online coaches specifically, but I mean really the information that I learned could be applied to a lot of online businesses, but it is specifically for online fitness coaches. And this program was created by the amazing Amanda Bucci, and so many feels, you guys. I just got back from our weekend in LA, and it actually has like an in-person workshop. It's like a live event. You go, you hang out with everyone, you meet up in person, you have a full Saturday where it's an in-person workshop where you work on your vision, your goals, and you just get so much clarity around your business. And that was actually just a couple days ago that I got back. So all this is fresh and new, and I'm ready to tell you what it's all about. It is a 3-month-long course, and it's created by Amanda Bucci, like I said. I think there was about 30 people in the course with me at the time. There's also alumni in the group, so people who have completed the course a couple months ago. They help you, they give you amazing information, and I love everyone so much. So first and foremost, the thing that everyone wants to talk about is the cost, and I'm not here to tell you exactly what it costs. That's unprofessional. I don't think that's right. I'm here to be, respectful to the program and to Amanda. I will say it is a little bit of an investment. That is for sure. If you're thinking about investing in an online coach, in a fitness coach, in a business coach, in a mentor, whatever it may be, it's always going to be a little bit of an investment, but it's always going to be something you're going to get an ROI on. Investing in a course like this, yes, is a little bit expensive and it's a little bit intimidating at first, but the fire that is lit under you after you pay for this course and after you're surrounded by these people and all of the resources that you get from this course, I honestly think she should be charging more because it's worth like $1 million in my eyes. Yes, the price is a little bit uncomfortable, but that is the exact point. Because you get yourself uncomfortable with the price, you know you have to show up. You have to make this work. You have to, get your business going, use the social media posts, use every kind of module in the Influencer Academy to really catapult yourself in your business. And I absolutely think it is worth every single penny. So the course is about 3 months long. I think that it is the perfect amount of time. If it was like a 1 month or 2 month long thing, you could only get so far with that. 3 full months, it is so much time to not only learn and really absorb the information, but then also apply it. There's like little modules that you go through, little videos. Like I said, there's also a Facebook group, so you get to learn from everyone in that. And learning this kind of information is such a process that you learn it, you have to fully understand it, break it all down, make sure that you really file it away in your brain, and then you also have to apply it to your business. So it does take a little while to get into the swing of things, really apply the information and the course and the modules and everything. So I really did love the fact that it was 3 full months, and I loved that time length. I was always learning new things, I was always trying new things, always getting outside my comfort zone, so I loved how long it actually was. So one of the biggest takeaways that I got from the entire course wasn't specifically about money or how to advertise to people or blah, 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 blah. The biggest thing about it was the accountability. I am so guilty, and I'm sure you can feel me on this. Comment down below if you have been in this position. You have all these ideas, you have all of these goals, all of these dreams, and you're like, yes, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and then you get so overwhelmed that you actually don't do any of it. And I was so guilty of that for so long. I was so scared to actually start. I was scared to picture my life, what it would be like if I actually fulfilled these.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. You guys are funny. Valerie says, everyone loves everyone. Yeah, okay. I know that the speed is going very, very fast, but I'm gonna tell you guys as because I reviewed it a couple of times, and one of the things that stood out to me is she said it was a 3-month long course. Okay, keep that in mind. And then she also said that it was the accountability part. But mind you, this clip is from 20, what is it, 2018? Okay, that was the only review that we were able to find to kind of let us know, well, what are people buying? What are we buying? Okay, now this girl right here, you guys can't see her, but she's a consumer of this product, right? So I started thinking, I said, well, who actually is the client? Like who actually goes and buys these motivational courses? Like, you know, is there an age range? Is there a specific, thing that this caters to? This girl looks about early 20s. Okay. And that seemed to kind of be the theme. Early 20s. I mean, when you're looking at Amanda speaking, especially some of the stuff that comes out of her mouth, I'm like, I don't think I'd buy that now because I'm not early 20s. I'm not at all anywhere near that age range. So it might be kind of like I lived it and I already know, but the fact that she's saying it's pricey, but it's worth $1 million, and one of the biggest things that she got was accountability. As someone with ADHD, whose struggle is accountability, I don't know if I would have paid that much, knowing that accountability, that accountability, I don't think I'd pay that much. I'm just gonna be honest. Depending, and I'm like wondering, well, what do you mean? And it's 3 months. You need 3 months of help to be accountable. But she's early 20s. I want to give her that. And Natasha said that review is probably from Amanda's sister. Well, you never know. Let's keep it going.
These goals and stuck to my plan. So every single week there are coaching calls either with Amanda or with the co-coaches. And in those calls you set up your goals and your intentions and your commitments for the week. So if you say, I want to work on a free guide that I'm going to give my community, or I'm going to set up my free Facebook page, your team and your friends are actually going to hold you accountable. So it's really hard to set these goals and then not go out and like achieve them because you're so held accountable by the community and by the coaches and by Amanda. And that is the biggest thing that was a game changer for me. My entire life I've been so scared to actually go all in on something that I never stuck to what I said I was going to do. And that's really like embarrassing. And it's hard to think about that because I had held myself back for so long. But when you have a community that believes in you and that pushes you to be better every single day, you want to show up. You want to keep committing to your goals and achieving them and getting even better every single day. Just the accountability in that made it worth everything and more to me because I was like, I can't not commit to these goals. I can't not be successful. So I loved that. So the next best part about Influencer Academy in my eyes was the clarity. The way that the course is set up, you actually get video modules and then you also work with the coaches and work with Amanda through the Facebook community, through Zoom calls, everything like that. So as you go through each week, you normally have a module or a topic that you talk about, or even just like a community call where you're just talking about your goals and what you want to accomplish. And through listening to other people and what they're
Uh-oh. Let's see. Hopefully it goes through. Sound, sound, sound. Can you guys hear her? Oh. Hopefully the sound is on my end. Can everybody hear the clip? Can you guys put a rabbit on the chat if you hear her? Hopefully it starts playing again. Let's see.
catapulted my business and myself and my confidence and where I want to go take my business and what I want to do with my clients. Just the clarity that you get from listening to other people, going through the modules and having these self-realizations that you have, it is worth $1 million, I promise you. Especially after the live event in Los Angeles, you go through an entire workshop day, and the way that they like call upon these feelings inside of you and like dig really deep inside of you without even like feeling like they're pulling it out, all of a sudden you have these realizations. You have this, oh my God, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. This is when I want to do it by. And you have all of this clarity around your business and around your goals that I've never felt so confident and so clear in the vision and the direction that I want to go in my business. So last but not least, let's talk about the amazing Amanda Bucci. I know that some of you are probably just curious about maybe Amanda in the course or the co-coaches and how that kind of works. Amanda could not have been more available and more there for us. Like I said, there's a Facebook community and you go through and like the support that she gives you and the modules that she has created, she gives you every single resource that you could possibly ever need. It's not like she created this course and you never hear from her again. For video coaching calls with her, she answers every single question on the Facebook group. She gives you Instagram audits. She helps you with your business, your ideas, your
I think we're having issues with the sound. Let me wait for it to just kind of preload. Coco Renee says, oh, so is the info she's giving in her course Google worthy like like nosy ho? Folks with these get quick reach, what is it? Get rich, quick academies with no teaching or credentials. I can't. Coco Renee, we're going to look at her resume as well. Yeah. So those those people that are aspiring to be influencers, right? Like if you have a platform and you need, I don't know, like you want I mean, like I said, I'm like, what is an influencer nowadays? What do you do? I guess I just need to know. So this is the only review that I found, and I said, well, I guess it sheds a positive light to the influencer academy. But we're gonna look at her resume. You guys are gonna. I took a quiz. I took a quiz, guys. The rabbit took a quiz, and the longest damn quiz ever. That's all I'm gonna say to that. And I couldn't even. I'm like, I've taken a lot of work assessments, a lot of quizzes. I mean, this thing felt like they just took it out of 17 magazine and put it on this professional um, website. I hate to say it. That's my criticism. That's my opinion. Don't sue me for my opinion. Let's see if we can get this clip going.
Chit chat, reviews, and just like girl time. I don't know, we're sitting on the floor, we're hanging out, we're having ourselves a day. So I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video, I'm here today to give you guys a little review on a business course that I just finished, and maybe you know about it through social media, or maybe you know nothing about it. So I'm gonna give you a little review on my thoughts about it. I have a lot every single resource that you could possibly ever need. It's not like she created this course and you never hear from her again. For video coaching calls with her, she answers every single question on the Facebook group. She gives you Instagram audits. She helps you with your business, your ideas, your clarity, every single thing she is a part of. It's not like she is like the face of the brand and then you never hear from her again. She's so hands-on, and I think that's part of the reason why I was so successful through the program. You're not just working with like nobody or kind of successful people. You're working directly with people that have tried these modules, seen the success, and now they're living it. I truly, truly believe that Amanda could not have done a better job being there for us, answering our questions, giving us every tool that we need, giving us the community and the people that we need, and I think that's a huge reason why we were all so successful. So if you're curious at all if Amanda's going to be there, if this is like a fluke program where someone broadcasts that they're going to be in it and then they never show up, that is not the case with this course. Amanda was amazing. She was so involved, so hands-on, and honestly, she's like a good friend to me right now. She is so sweet, so genuine, and the way that she cares for people and the way that she constantly wants to give back to them, I'm speechless. Like I've never met someone who's that giving and that caring for her students, for her friends, for just the world. Her literal purpose on this world is to serve other people and make them happier and make them more confident in themselves, and she does that like it's her freaking job. She does such a good job, and I love her so much. So the last thing I'm going to quickly touch upon is the relationships that I have made through IA, Influencer Academy. I never, ever, ever thought that I could have such amazing people surrounding me in my business. The community in this group was unbelievably supportive. It was never like, oh, I'm gonna hold back information, or I'm gonna hold back, a resource so that way this person can't grow. It was like, I'm gonna keep helping you. I'm gonna keep giving you all the resources you need so you can grow, and then that abundance is gonna come back to me. It's so funny because right now I have like 8 new best friends, and I'm not like, oh, friends that like I can like their Instagram pictures and maybe talk to them every once in a while through Instagram DM. No, I'm talking to these girls every single day, and it's not just small talk. It's not about like, how is the weather today? What are you, how's your job going? It's like, let's talk about the hard shit. Let's talk about your goals, your job, your career, your success, your hardships, your triumph. Every single thing that's like deep and good, like heartfelt talk, I can talk about with these girls. I never in a million years would have thought that this program would have given me so many best friends that like our quality of friendship is something that I truly can't put into words. I don't know, I've never felt that connection with other females, and this is just the beginning. So if not for anything else, the relationships that I have made in this program are relationships that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. Like I honestly see these girls in my wedding, being aunts to my children. Like I am so connected to them, and the love that I feel is so real, and just for that, I'm so grateful for Influencer Academy. I'm gonna wrap this video up here, guys, so it doesn't get super long, but I hope that this gives you guys a little bit of clarity, a little bit of insight on what the Influencer Academy is, if you guys should invest in it, if you shouldn't. Hopefully by the end of this video, you feel how passionate I am about this program and how much I believe in this program.
Yeah, it's not done. She's gonna wrap it up, but it's not. I'm like, she's so young, guys. But I'll tell you, I was like, I'm done. I'm so done because I'm like, how? Okay, we get it. The program was important. The program was important. That's all. Let's let her finish. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly why I got so uncomfortable and I got such great results. So I hope that I've convinced you that Influencer Academy is one of the best things I've ever done with my life. I would not be where I am, I would not be who I am today without Influencer Academy. So Amanda, I freaking love you. So I love you guys so much. If you have any other questions about Influencer Academy, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. You can always email me, we can talk there. I would love, love, love to answer any of your questions. And of course, you can always reach out to Amanda. She's unbelievably available. Like for anyone who has questions and anyone that she can help, she does. So I love you guys so much. I hope this helped, and I will see you.
She loves everyone. Hold on. Let's see. Come on. Finish up, girl. Finish up. She loves everyone. I think we're done. All right, let's remove her. Remove. All right. So in her speech, okay, let's talk about gave her good reviews. Said, you know what? It's a pricey academy course. Okay. She let us know that. However, it's worth it. It's so much worth it. It should be people should be paying like $1 million at this point. Okay. Um, one of the things that stood out, she said accountability. We talked a little bit about that. DK's walking away. Don't walk away, DK. Come back. Come back. I know it was like a really bad recommendation. And then yeah, like an MLM, I would probably give it that kind of vibe because that's the kind of vibe I got. I'm like, are you selling me a course or are you recommending? And Nancy says in Danny's words, I can't, we can't do it. We can't do it. And you know what? I completely understand because that's how I feel. Let me show you guys this resume. Okay, we're gonna talk about this little resume because the resume, I was like, all right, Amanda, this is your resume. And I guess if I'm looking for an influencer to work with, okay, I guess it would make sense that it needs to be very focused on your resume. This is her website, okay? But I wanted us to kind of think about what this person that gave the feedback, okay? She said that she felt like she got a lot of like people that are like-minded, right? She spent a lot of money. She got out of her comfort zone. Now again, when this person right here is she's very young, okay? She's in her 20s. I'll give you that. A girl that has done something influences maybe other 20-year-olds to become entrepreneurs, which is great. We need more entrepreneurs, okay? We need people that can do business. All right? But in the review, the last video that this girl did was about 3 years ago. She hasn't done any more videos. Now, I followed her on Instagram to see what she's up to. And in her last post, she said that she was quitting. She was quitting school or another venture, and she's going to be opening up her academy or something for coaching. So, and I realized, I'm like, all right, so a lot of what Amanda might be catering to is to create influencers for other influencing purposes, right? I'll give her that. It sounds like she's really good at it. But this particular person that gave the review hasn't been on YouTube for about 3 years. Her last video was 3 years ago. Okay, so just giving you guys an idea that I'm like, well, maybe she went off and went to a different platform, which does happen. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me remove this video from the studio. I'm going to show you guys Amanda's little posting. So an influencer is just a pitch man or a woman, right? Only I guess it's a different title, right? Like I don't know, and that's why I struggled. That's why I struggled a little bit with the title. So this is her website, okay? This is who Amanda is. And so I clicked the work with me option, okay? And when you click there, I mean she's got her, let's see if it lets me go back to it. Nope. All right. I go down and I'm seeing all the magazines that she's been featured in. She tells you a little bit about her. She in here talks about her like where she came from, how she did nursing school. She said doubled or tripled my revenue every year for the consecutive 3 years from 2015 to 2018. Okay, and then she does kind of like the what is it, the Enneagram 9. Where she uses a lot of kind of like the horoscope and the cosmos and stuff to really find meaning to her life, which respectfully, if that's what you do, that's what you do. She's into spiritual psychology. Matter of fact, she has a credential out of that as well. So she did graduate from nursing school. We'll give her that, right? But she is not a nurse. She didn't go through licensing or anything like that. She created a quiz, okay? And this is the quiz that I'm talking to you guys about, this one right here. And this quiz, I was like, all right, okay, as a gift to the world that I would have loved going along with my business journey. Okay, so the theory allows each entrepreneur to become more aware of their inner template. Oh, thank you, honey. Sorry, guys, I got lunch here. More inner aware of their what is it? Oh, I lost my space. More inner aware of their strengths, their core values, their weaknesses, their deepest motivation, allowing them to have permission to be who they are. This is the exact thing that I would have wanted 4 years ago after many moments of trying to fit myself into a certain entrepreneurial box, either judging myself, burning out, losing energy, or simply not seeing my most abundant path. Okay, so she did a quiz. Okay, that's really what it is. It's a quiz. And her street credit. Okay, so this is her resume. I'm looking at the resume, all right? Now, mind you, because I've hired people before, if I wanted to hire an influencer for our channel, which not that I say that I'm going to do, um, but again, I'm not an influencer expert. I figured that an influencer is anybody that if you have a platform and you have a following, maybe that's what it is. But she's got some stuff, 7-figure business in 2018 to 2019, multiple six figures in 2016, 2017. 5-year experience with Instagram, okay, all these followers and YouTube, then so many views, social media. Well, when I looked at her Instagram, it's definitely not that's not the number that I see there. Okay, maybe she's lost some followers, okay? I'm thinking every year you're gaining followers and whatnot. These are apparently business gurus that she's, I don't know, been undered and studied, right? Memberships, spiritual psychology certification. I think it means like 1 year credential. So I don't know if that means that you're able to practice spiritual. I don't know what spiritual psych. I know what psychology is. I don't know if spiritual psychology is recognized in any type of like institution, but apparently it is for the University of St. Monica or Santa Monica, excuse me. One-to-one coaching. Okay, so this is all. It's her resume. Okay, so then I said, well, all right. Um, Want to work together? Click the button to apply and submit your request. I click the button. Okay, and when I click it, I get, oh, did it take me to the other? Nope, it didn't. Let me see if I can share that. I get Chrissy Teigen. No joke. Let me see if I can share that screen with you guys. Here we go. And it's called the coaching application. This is Chrissy Teigen. This is what I get when I click that button. And you guys can try it on your own. It says work with Amanda one-on-one. Welcome. I'm so excited you've landed here. Let's see if you're a good fit. Shall we? Okay. So you have to read this before you apply. So you will be challenged to both receive the results you desire, all while being challenged to question everything about who you are. So we can let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Step into the full radiant power of authenticity. Okay. So then we got Chrissy Teigen up in here. If you really want to work with me, this is the space to let me know why. So I have to tell her why I want to work with her. All right. If you're approved, this is where I was like, oh, I got to be approved too. You'll receive an email confirmation and a link to schedule an interview. Zoom, call me with a deeper dive. All right. Can't wait to chat with you, she says. So I put in here my information, whatever. Okay. Social media handles. Some of the questions that I was looking, I'm like, all right, well, what is this? What do you do? What do you work with? And what problems do you solve? All right. What are your top 3 intentions for your business and yourself in the next 3 to 6 months? Okay. Pretty straightforward question. I feel like it is definitely a interview process at this point. What are the 3 roadblocks you're currently facing that you perceive are holding you back from receiving results? Okay, so if I was that girl, okay, I would say accountability, right? Showing up, being present. I mean, I'm just thinking of different things. What are 3 words that would describe you? Adjectives or just words? On time, a rabbit, I don't know. Like I was just thinking out loud of things that we would put in here. What is your life like outside of business? Busy. All right. So just I don't know, like really basic questions. What drew you to work with me specifically? Why is now the time that makes sense for you to work with a mentor? So here she's calling herself a mentor. Okay. And then here it says, what is it? What do you believe your entrepreneurial architect type, what is it? Architect type, archetype, architect type. Why am I saying architect? Archetype breakdown is. So I told you guys that I took I took the quiz, and I'll tell you what I came up with. You guys feel free to take it, but it is a long quiz. And I actually landed on, I think I was number 1. I'll have to look it up again, but I'll show it to you guys. No secrets. And then it's going to ask me, what are my goals outside of my business and my intentions? What is my annual revenue? So I have to tell Amanda what my annual revenue is. Okay. What is your current average monthly revenue? Where does it all come from? Now I'm like, all right, wait a minute, wait a minute. But then it says, how much would you like to be making in your business monthly? I don't know, $1 million? Can I just say that? How would you like to adjust your revenue streams, offers, and projects in 2020? Clearly, she hasn't updated this, what is it, interview packet thing. Now, this last question right here, I was like, this right here is where maybe the narrative of scamming is coming from. And let's see if I can zoom it in. I only work with a few new people per month, per year. If you were to be chosen, if you were chosen, which option are you most interested in? So a half day VIP, what is it? Half VIP day is 5,000. There's a flexible payment plan. Okay. 6 months of one-to-one coaching for 3,000 a month, flexible payment plans. So somebody do the math, 6 months, and so I'm paying, oh shit, okay. So 3,000 per month for 6 months. Somebody do the math on that and tell me what the results are on the chat, okay? For one-to-one coaching. A half day is about $5,000. They're willing to do a flexible payment plan, all right? A customized number of sessions. I don't know what the hell that means. I mean, I know it's customized, but is it still 5,000 because it's half day? This doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, whatever. I'm super interested and I like to talk out my options. And then I'm not ready to invest. I'm just curious. And then other. Hmm. And then here it says, there's a little prompt, it says, which sits in the middle of the Venn diagram with your needs and your budget. Clearly, the rabbit and anybody else, I mean, I would not be able to afford something like that, and that's just being honest. I mean, one-to-one coaching, this is somebody's $3,000. That could be somebody's mortgage, that's somebody's rent, and some. I mean, really? For 6 months? And how many clients are you getting for coaching? But you're asking me what my salary is. So if my salary is under 50K, I don't think I'd be able to afford any of this. And I'm just giving you guys an example. Well, say my salary, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. But if my salary was over this, I probably could afford that and others. Doesn't quite make sense. Hence, why the title of today's video is she a pricey influencer or is she a scammer? Are you getting what you paid for? And how do we know? Because there isn't a lot of reviews out there for it, other than the girl over here who, by the way, took your course 3 years ago, and it sounded like it was 3 months at a time. Okay, that's how I read that. And what is it? Accountability. It was very pricey. I don't know what she paid for it though. She wasn't really willing to tell. And then the dark magician says 3,000 a month for coaching. I'd rather sell Avon or Armway. There you go. I mean, that's pretty expensive. I don't think it's meant for us regular people to have access to that kind of stuff. So, that being said though, I was like taken back by this. Now, it doesn't end there. Okay? Not Avon. Avon or Mary Kay. Pick one. Which one are we selling? Are we selling Avon or Mary Kay? One of the two. Just saying. Which, by the way, I did like Mary Kay products at one point. Not that I would sell them or anything. So, let me show you guys. I took the quiz. Yes, I took the quiz. It was a very long quiz. Okay. And I was like, this is a freaking long quiz. And some of the questions that are there, um, the way they're set up, it doesn't really allow for you to answer something that wouldn't make you an entrepreneur or a coach or a teacher. or an architect, 75%. This is my score, okay? Yep, the rabbit took the quiz, okay? So, quadrants. I'm very used to these personality quiz or work, quiz to have quadrants. You're going to land in a quadrant, okay? And some of those are going to be higher than others. Apparently, I need to work on my teaching skills according to this quadrant because that's my lowest, 61%, quadrant number 4. Okay? So let's keep going down, all right? And then you're exploring your results. Um in here, it just kind of gives you the narrative as to who you are and what and how do you build upon what your scores are. They have this little cute little circle thing, okay? The teacher, which is my lowest, what is it? Yeah, that was my lowest score. Teacher creator, teacher entrepreneur, and teacher coach. The magnet, the eye, the hidden gem. Okay. My highest, what was my highest? Do you guys remember that? 75%. Okay. So this is probably where I excel. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something. After a while, I gotta just be honest. Some of that stuff I'm like, I can't answer this anymore. Because the questions weren't making a lot of sense to me. Especially because I feel like I don't always see things black and white. There's always a middle ground to everything. That's just my opinion. But these are the results, okay? And so she developed a survey, which by the way, anybody can do this. You can develop a survey, you can do quadrants, and you can figure out what lands in what quadrant area. So I was like, this is a little bit BS for me. I probably wouldn't excel in a class like that. So the North Star, zone of genius, highly aligned, pulled towards, and skilled at. So North Star will always be in the process of challenging, disrupting, innovating, and system thinking. I love how they said disrupting. Yes, I'm always disrupting. Probably the one thing that I do very well is to disrupt. Um, Probably the one thing that got me kicked out of school a couple times was disrupting. Often these are problems people don't yet realize exist. Yes, I do have the ability to see forward on certain things. All right, we'll give her that. Okay. So are your solutions really disruptive? I don't know. To you, business is the infinite game. Every piece, player, rule, and problem can be a challenge. Wow. Wow. I feel like I'm Walter Mercado at this point, or what is it, Sylvia Brown, or all these you know, Miss Cleo, all these people from me growing up and hearing about them. Yeah, so and I couldn't get into this. I'm like, I guess I'm not in my 20s anymore. I can't do this. Can't. And in my Danny's voice, I can't. So, how do I get there? The infinite role as CEO coach. Feel free to check this little survey out. I felt like it was something out of the 17 magazine, to be quite honest with you. Part of it is because I'm just not buying it. But hey, maybe it works. Maybe it works for some people. Maybe it works for young entrepreneurial people. Some of the questions that you ask in there are a little bit too much, and I'll show it to you guys. Okay. I'm going to show you another thing we found too that I was like, now this is a little bit concerning for me. Let me see if I can actually try to navigate there before I share my screen with you. When you click on the quiz area, let's see, screen share. Let's go to quiz. This is what the quiz looks like. Okay. You take it, take the quiz and all that other stuff. Check it out. Okay, some of the questions. Um, my top motivator in business is leaving a mark in my industry. And then you have these like agree, disagree, middle ground. I mean, if I disagree, um, is that going to make me less in one quadrant over the other? Is that really the take of these quadrants? This is what I'm telling you. I'm like, this is so subjective. You can't just say, like, it needs to be yes or no, because clearly not everybody is going to land very well in your business course. That's absolutely right. Give me S, give me C, give me A, give me M. Scam baby. There you go. So that's where I'm like, and that's the feeling that I get in terms of a scam. There's never a wrong answer. There has to be a wrong answer. There's got to be people that don't make it to your class that aren't made for this, right? She's screening the applicants to see who can afford her and, yep, and who she can work with. That's absolutely right, Coco Renee. So I said clever, but not clever enough for those that would know how to get you, right? Like, I would challenge that. Absolutely. We'll talk to you free if you write them a letter. Yeah, Warren Buffett will. I know that. He might not share his wealth, but he'll definitely talk to you free. Just saying. He definitely will. I'm going to show you guys another thing, okay? So, remember that picture I showed you about, let's see, this one, right? 2017. She became six figure. Okay, you can watch her video. This is where she tells you a little bit about her history. Well, 2017, remember that year, March 20th, 2017. Okay. In September 2017, she announced that they're building a school. Please watch. So I said, well, who's building the school? What school is being built? Oh, no, no, no. We need to find out what school and when and how and did the school get built? What happened with the school? Well, in here, she talks about teaming up with other influencers to try to build a school. Now, let me see if I can share with you guys that specific screen. See if we can go to there. 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna share you with you. Let me share with this. Let's see if I can get this going. Come on. All right, here we go. There's an organization by the name of Pencils of Promise. Okay, influencers with impact. And so the way this works is that they team up, and you're basically using your influence to raise money. In what year was that I just posted? In 2017, she got on her platform and said, "We're building a school." Okay. She was announcing, you see the link down there on that picture that says promise to donate. Okay, there's a song, there's all these influencers. All right. So she's in there. She's featured in this little magazine area thing. Okay. You see her right there by the other influencers. Influencers with impact. Okay. Her name is there. And I'm thinking, all right, so that happened in 2017. You mean to tell me that you have yet to raise the money that you said you wanted to raise for the school? What happened to the school? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for the super sticker. We'll make sure we do a little super chat. I'm sorry. We'll do a little rabbit twerk for you. Yeah, Natasha's like, Amanda and Umar Johnson are building the school together. Oh my God, what happened to the school? What happened to the school? What happened to the school? So she announced this fundraiser, guys. This is where I was like, and this is where you're full of shit. 2017, they're building a school. And they have yet to raise the money. This is straight out of the website. Pencils of promises. But you're willing to charge me an arm and a leg for coaching classes. That's crazy. And so then I started thinking, I was like, all right, well, what's going on? They've launched a campaign to build for underprivileged children around the world. In my opinion, this is the best use of influence possible. That's where I was like, I'm getting a little sarcastic. This is messy. Where is the money? Who's holding it? Are they, I mean, it's sitting there since 2017. Yeah. And her salary is how much? Back in what is it, 2018, she said it was three figures, or 2017, she said it was three figures. At 23, you mean to tell me we have yet to raise the 50K for the school? That's where I was like, all right, we're not using our influence in the best way. That's where I called bullshit, and that's where I was like, yeah, this is. See, if you're going to run fundraisers, okay, you have to hold your end of the bargain, especially if you think people aren't going to find this shit. Yes, they're going to find this stuff. Absolutely. Where's the money at? Where's the money at? So you go down, right? And so then she did a little video with all these influencers that are featured in that magazine, guys, right there. Okay. These kids are up there, whatever country they're from. Okay. And so then she's telling people she's going to utilize their power to show how committed we are. We're going to give those in need. That we're going to match the first 10,000 raise. Yeah, show me the money. So once the campaign reaches 10, we will contribute another 10 to give the total of 20. Do you see that? What happened? What happened? 100% of all donations go to the school building. for children in countries like Laos, Ghana, and Guatemala. Show me the money. These influencers, what's going on? Exactly. Show me the money. What happened? What happened? This campaign might appear to be about building a school, but that's only what is on the surface. Okay. This campaign is about giving others a chance to succeed. This campaign is about granting someone a privilege they do not currently have. This campaign is about changing someone's life, a person who has the potential to become the next world leader. Okay? Alter the course of history and contribute to the success of the human race as a whole. I can't wait to see what we can do together. So please make a donation to this place. Anything helps. To the page. All right, look it. She donated 25. There's Amanda 3 years ago. There's all the people that donated. Who's going to match that? What happened? You mean to tell me? See, here she's saying she was going to donate 80. Okay, so what is going on? Do you guys see that? Why haven't we raised? That was 4 years ago. What happened? This is 4 influencers right here. Biggest platforms. They have a lot of following. And we have yet to raise the 50K. And what happened to the schools? So, if I'm off, please tell me. But I'll tell you, fitness or not, influencer or not, this is where I'm like, and that's where you're giving me the side eye. That's where you're giving me that I'm like, no. Some of this just doesn't quite make sense to me. I'm giving you the side eye. I'm just going to do it. Okay. Just going to do it. What happened? She's saying she's matching this. Well, okay, then what? Where's the money? Where's the money? Show me the money. Where's the school? Where's the roof? Where are the pencils? Where are the crayons? These kids are probably, if this are the kids, right? 3 years ago? Are they even in school anymore? I don't know. I don't know. So I had to show that piece that I said, you know what? I can't say that the girl is a scammer. I can't. She's a pricey influencer. Okay. Pricey influencer. I'll give you that. However, what really rubbed me the wrong way was this influencers with impact website. That's where I was like, yeah, this doesn't quite make sense. The school that never got built. Yeah, they split that money. That's right. Well, where is it? This was 3 years ago. Okay. I mean, did this school ever get done? I don't know. And these are 4 influencers. Could they like figure they should have figured this out, right? Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but I don't know. And all of these are fitness people. Influencers. I don't know. Young people. Just my thought. You know, for this influencer academy and Amanda Bucci and stuff like that. This is probably the most distasteful thing that I found. Probably be better for you not to, run a campaign if you weren't following up or forgot about it or had other shit going on. That's just my thought though. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the chat. That was something I had to show. I said, nah, see, that's the piece that I can't say she's completely scammed. Her shit is very pricey. I'll give her that, right? The reviews are very, okay. But we're not building a school. The school is still waiting. We're still waiting. We need to know whether they met the match or what happened, or did they go another route? They have yet to really inform anyone. That's absolutely right. So let's do a little rabbit twerk for our super sticker. Thank you so much for your support. Let's get that going right about now. Yes, yes. So, no, I have not reached out to them to ask. And you know what? That is on my list. But I was thinking, I was like, all right, well, would she answer my question? I don't know. Should I reach out to them? Do you guys think that she would answer? What if she doesn't answer my question? What if I get blocked? Which is fine. I have no problem with her blocking me. I don't care. I'm not an influencer. I'm not necessarily following her. And let me take that back. I think a lot of us that have a platform can be influencers, right? Um, but I'm not in the way that she's doing, right, charging this money or anything like that, or even campaigning this little build a school thing. I absolutely believe that, yeah, you build a school, that's a great mission to have. However, you probably should have done that a long time ago, right? But let me know, Barbie, what you think. Do you guys think I should reach out to them and find out? One out of the four might respond. You know what? I'll do that. And what I'll do, since you're a member, I'll post that communication on my members wall to find out, or I might follow up on that, just to find out if they ever got to it. I mean, we got four people in there. And maybe that might encourage them to stay accountable to their influencer goals, right? Maybe that's a curriculum in the Influencer Academy. Stay accountable to your goals. Shout out to Teresa, who has been a member of our channel for about 2 months. Shout out to you, all of our first months and second months. Yes. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. It's the lack of follow up for me. I'm going to follow up, Nancy. I'll let you guys know when I find out. But this one kind of got to me, and I'm noticing that a lot of people aren't talking about it. So I said, let's talk about the things that people don't talk about or have yet to pick up. Um, what I noticed though in that lengthy post that she put on Facebook is she doesn't seem to take criticism very well. That's kind of my thought, my opinion. You probably want to go back and figure out, well, maybe she already has an audience that she caters to in terms of her coaching. But the way I see it, is it's almost like there's a target audience for her, and I'm not one of them. I don't know. Maybe the older crowd. I don't know. Just crazy, crazy. So shout out to you and thank you so much for joining us, guys. Anyways, I'm wanting to know what you guys think about this. Have you guys heard of Amanda Bucci? If not, that's okay. Hit the replay button. Let me know what you think. She's an influencer. She's got her own academy. She's got a huge following. However, some of the numbers don't make a lot of sense. That's just my opinion. And the other thing too is that I want to know and I want to see more reviews. You can't, I find it very hard to believe that with 400 plus people under your resume, your ability to triple your salary, that you have yet to hear one bad review about any of this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a skeptic that way. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Now, I got something to tell you guys too. I got some commentary that I'm gonna do, okay? Because I got some other tea that I have to let you guys know as well, in terms of the video that Danny Robertson released last night. Okay, so stand by for that. Um, this is only going to be about my experience with that other bigger platform. Um, I'm just going to leave it at that. And I think it's important because it's definitely a cautionary tale for any content creators, any subscribers, that you have to know who you're supporting and you have to know who you're supporting. That's where I'm going to leave that at that. All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat, our members. Thank you so much for the super sticker. You guys have a great rest of your evening, day. I'm out.